The first kick landed before anyone saw him move. Stone dust burst into the air. A guard flew sideways as if struck by a battering ram, his body crashing across the courtyard tiles. The remaining fighters froze for half a heartbeat. Then the monk stepped forward. He wore a weathered orange robe, calm eyes fixed ahead, but his legs carried the tension of coiled steel. No wasted motion, no hesitation, only presence, only danger. Three attackers rushed him at once. The courtyard exploded into motion. The monk's foot snapped upward with terrifying precision, striking the first opponent beneath the chin. The impact lifted the man completely off the ground. Before the body even began to fall, the monk pivoted, his other leg cutting low like a blade. The second attacker's stance shattered. Bone met force. The man collapsed, sliding helplessly across the stone. The third fighter swung a heavy staff. Too slow. The monk leaned back by inches, wood sliced through empty air. His leg whipped forward like lightning, heel driving into the attacker's ribs. The crack echoed across the temple walls. The staff dropped. The fighter folded. Silence lasted less than a second. More figures poured through the gate. They were not amateurs. Their footwork was disciplined, their eyes cold, their formation deliberate, a hunting pack closing in. The monk scanned them once, measuring distance, rhythm, intent. Then they attacked. The air filled with bodies and velocity. A spinning kick tore through the front line. A sweeping strike ripped legs from under two opponents. The monk moved with impossible fluidity, each step flowing into another burst of force. His legs became weapons of pure momentum, striking from angles that defied prediction. One fighter leaped high, attempting a crushing downward blow. The monk launched upward to meet him. Mid-air collision. A knee drove into the attacker's chest with explosive power. Breath vanished. The man was hurled backward, crashing into his own allies. The monk landed softly, instantly rotating, his leg arcing in a brutal crescent that sent another opponent sprawling. But numbers began to matter. The attackers adapted, circling, testing, waiting for openings. The monk's movements grew sharper, faster, more relentless. He spun, jumped and twisted, legs flashing like whips of fire. Every impact sent shockwaves through the stone courtyard. A chain weapon lashed toward his ankles. He jumped, too late to avoid entirely. Metal clipped his leg. Pain surged. The monk's landing faltered for a fraction of a moment. That was all the attackers needed. They surged forward like a collapsing wall. Blows rained from every direction. The monk blocked, deflected, countered, but pressure mounted. A strike grazed his shoulder. Another slammed into his side. He retaliated with savage efficiency, delivering a rapid series of kicks that scattered bodies like leaves in a storm. Still they came. A massive fighter broke through the chaos, legs like pillars, eyes burning with fury. He launched forward with terrifying speed, unleashing a barrage of crushing kicks designed to overwhelm through sheer force. The courtyard trembled. The monk met him head-on. Their legs collided like colliding beams. Impact after impact shook the air. Neither yielded. The larger fighter's power was monstrous, each strike capable of breaking stone. The monk's speed was inhuman, his counters arriving like flashes of light. Then the opening appeared. The monk spun. Everything slowed. His leg cut through the air with absolute commitment, heel driving into the giant's temple. The sound was final. The massive fighter staggered, balance evaporating, body crashing into the courtyard floor with earth-shaking force. The remaining attackers hesitated. Fear crept in. The monk did not give them time to recover. He advanced like a storm unleashed. Kicks thundered. Bodies fell. The formation collapsed into chaos as the monk's legs became instruments of unstoppable violence. Every movement carried precision, fury, and devastating impact. When the final attacker fled through the shattered gate, the courtyard stood broken and silent. Stone tiles cracked, dust drifting. The monk remained standing at the center, chest rising slowly, eyes steady, legs still ready, because he knew this had only been the beginning.